Hello, 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 and welcome to. I guess this could be considered the first actual episode of this thing that I'm gonna call audio babbles, I suppose. Thought of it after I completed the thing, so hey, and maybe I'll get a title card put together, or see if Becky will do one. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be a combination thing, kind of like well, if you look at the screen right now, that's what we have there. She did the logo, I did the sprite work. So yeah, basically, what I do usually at some nights, I will go on Twitter and hit the R9K account, and it's full of things that will just make you lose faith in humanity just a little bit more every day. And I'm going to share some of this with you, because these guys are, they're typically guys. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some women involved, but what we seem to have are guys. So, yeah, there are some of them. Some of them are not too awful bad. Like, let's see, weed is probably one of the best smelling substances there is, and okay, I can, that's not so bad, right? Yeah. And for a little bit of background, R9K is a 4chan board. I actually had to explain 4chan to a friend of mine the other night. Oh God, that's awkward. So awkward. Oh, but what I'll be reading from and talking about comes from the R9K text Twitter. It's R9K_TXT if you want to go and follow it yourself. And if you are like me and you're a masochist, you might want to follow it yourself. So let us get started. The first one in fact, I'm going to start with the ones from April 22nd. So we're just gonna go on from there. So about 4 days worth, possibly. I don't know, however long I could take, or until we hit something that I can't really do without much stuff here. So yeah, here we go. Black girl told me she liked me. It felt horrible because all the people to confess to me, it was a black girl. And there's the racism. See, already it started. Yeah, if a black girl, you know what? I have had black girls tell me that they like me, that have been attracted to me. You know what? It's no different. It's not really any different. They are black girls are still girls. They're still women. It's cool, man. It's really cool. In fact, there are some that I find attractive. So, hey. Although at this point for me, it's more just you're a person. You just happen to have darker skin. Good. Okay, whatever, and that's all it is to me at this point. Let's see. How does it feel to have a girl smile at you? Well, if you actually put an effort to earn a smile from a girl, then maybe you would know. Because I'm not going to tell you because I'm a dick. At least to you I will be, because the guys at R9K, based on this text Twitter alone, they're full of those forever alone douche bros that make my fedora look bad. And yeah, I have very little sympathy for them, at least in the context of these posts here. But somebody did answer them, and they claimed that a girl's smile feels like lies and mockery. Then you haven't been smiled at by very many girls, have you? Because you know what? I get smiles from girls all the time, and and you know what? They're fine. They're genuine because I genuinely did something to make them smile. I ask. You can ask Becky. She'll tell you she smiles at a lot. So this next one starts out a little, by the way, we're now up to the 23rd. That was fast. It reads, post your favorite anime character. That sounds decent enough. And why you hate the Jews. That goes right into anti-Semitism. It's like, what the fuck? it's whiplash. It's like, okay, anime character, okay, sure. Wait, hate the Jews? What? I don't hate the Jews. I don't. Why would I hate them? What do they do? What? I mean, unless they're like really uber fundamentalist and want to try and take over the world, but that's a whole different story. there's no reason. I don't hate Jews and I don't hate Christians. There's no reason to. It's just, what the fuck? Okay, so the context for this next one is a cheating boyfriend's Apple Gear was ruined by his girlfriend. That's the context they give for this one. That hurts. If a woman did this to me, I would immediately call the police and have her arrested. Because your Apple Gear was ruined? Dude! That's... Okay, you get upset, sure, tell her, you owe the person, like, at least the cost of the gear or what have you, because Apple Gear is not exactly cheap. So, of course, you're going to be upset, and you want to get it replaced, and you want her to replace it, I would assume, because, hey, she it's like you break it, you buy a new one or whatever. But calling the police, really? That's like calling the police because they get your burger order wrong. Oh dear. But that's not the worst one for today. There's a few more actually 2 more for the 23rd. And the first one is, why do women pretend to be attracted to blacks? It's hard to give the death glare on audio only. Only reason I'm not on video is A, the lighting sucks, and B, I look like shit. So just imagine a death glare. I might actually have a screen cap from one of my older reviews for that one. But yeah, it's like, really? I don't think women in general, people in general, don't pretend to be attracted to most people. Most of the time. There are some that do, obviously. You have your closeted folk that have to just to keep up sake of appearance, so they don't, so bad things don't happen to them, and that's understandable. But I don't think race plays into a lot of this. Just saying. Just kind of saying here. Oh, next one, last one for the 23rd. 4chan is no longer a secret club. It's now acceptable for people to talk about 4chan in real life. Here's the thing, though. Real life, and I've mentioned this on my other podcasts before, real life, you're always in real life. Just because you're talking to somebody on a computer does not make that person less real. Does not mean the people reading your stuff or watching your stuff or listening to your stuff is less real. So the term real life, when you're talking about offline stuff or meat space stuff, that does not accurately describe things. I hate the term in real life. I think it's stupid. It's very inaccurate because it's all real life. And the moment everybody at large gets that idea through their heads, maybe we can have some progress on how people act on the internet. But yeah, it's always been acceptable for people to talk about 4chan in real life. Quote unquote real life. Hey, like I said, I talked about it to somebody the other night. And it's hard to describe sometimes. Because, hey, I was actually trying to make a really good impression, and I did, thankfully. But, hey, it's hard to explain because people like me, and I'm probably people listening to this, are so used to 4chan as an entity that trying to explain it, it's like explaining the color blue, or explaining, what a finger is, or an arm, It's trying to explain something that's just so natural to you that it's difficult. I mean, you could probably find the words for it, but it's just difficult. Oh, dear. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so we're starting on April 24th, and oh, dear. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your souls for death. Or at least being wounded very, very badly. Oh, first one. Give me a GIF. Any GIF, I just need a GIF. It's a basic human right to have a GIF. Like all retards have GIFs. Give me a GIF, please. And I read it like that because this particular poster deserves no respect because entitlement issues. It was something, we've talked about on other shows before. Entitlement issues. You are not entitled to a girlfriend. You are not entitled to sex. You're not entitled to any of it. Is it all fun? Yeah. It's great. It's great if you have a mate. It's great if you have copious amounts of sex. It's fine. It's fine to enjoy it. It's fine to want it. but you're not entitled to it. I mean, it's really no secret that I'm attracted to most humans with a vagina, as long as they're legal and not related to me. And even then, there are some exceptions as well, you know. But by and large, if you are a female who is not attracted, if you're offering, you're obviously going to be attracted to me. If you're not related to me and you're of legal age and you're not in any monogamous relationship, in other words, if you're not trying to use me to cheat on somebody or some other things that I can get into later on, if you offer, odds are I'm going to say, okay, sure, let's go grab a box of condoms and let's do it. So, but that doesn't mean I'm entitled to it. I'm not entitled just because I'm a horny motherfucker. I'm just a horny motherfucker. Unlike this guy who is just a horny motherfucker who has entitlement issues. And retards is so 90s, at least. Maybe 2000s, I don't know. I personally, when it comes to that particular word, I try not to use it unless it's, unless it fits within a story. Like the N-word, I don't just throw it out there nilly-willy. I mean, I will use it if I am making a point about something, and obviously not in the racist sense. Same thing with retard. Same thing there. But using it like that, it's like, dude, you're so behind the times. Aye. And this next one, again, prepare your souls. Born too late to own a sex slave. Born too soon to own a sex robot. Born just in time to die a virgin. Dude, shut up. Because, see, that's at least in this country. And even then, some people will argue. But, you know what? If you have a job, you have an income, there are people around that will give you sex for money. And I will admit, I used to be of the impression that if you have to pay for sex for money, you're kind of pathetic. That might be where this person is. And I gotta say, from experience, stop it. Because, there's no shame in it. I personally have not done it yet. Mainly because if I do that, then I have to be put off from donating plasma for a while. But, if I were to do it, there would not be any shame in it. In fact, I know somebody I could go to. Trouble is, I can't afford her. But still, hey. And by the way, the sex slave thing is on the 25th. Just to kind of give you a thing there. Of course, if you want to follow along, you're more than perfectly welcome to. Too early, too soon to own a sex robot. You don't live in Japan, do you? Because I'm pretty sure the Japanese are working on that right now. Let's see. Next one. V here. You faggots think you got problems? They took one fucking meme from you. They took my entire damn hobby from me. The hell is your hobby? Wait, what does V do? I don't even remember, but I don't think they took anything from you. They cannot take an entire damn hobby from one person. It can spread around. It could be one person be like, oh, hey, this looks like fun. I am going to try this, and more and more and more, and it just catches on. It's basically the non-digital version of going viral. And it's like, oh no, a meme spread from us. So what? It happens. When something spreads from me, into like my little, I say my little, our little community, of reviewers and podcasters and other producers, I'm not gonna whine. In fact, I think depending on what it is, I might be proud. Like the whole idea that my dick is the size of the Great Wall of China. Yeah. Oh, so there's a couple of them that have some pictures. I'm really not gonna bother putting them up. So I'll skip over those. But again, if you go to the R9K Text Twitter, you can take a look at them yourself. Let's see. So, this one is just silly. This one is actually 3 hours ago. For reference sake, this is being recorded on the 26th of April. Who else is afraid they'll wake up and find themselves getting memed on someday? Memed on. That's a new one on me. That's kind of special. How do you get memed on? Can somebody tell me? Please, somebody tell me. How do you get memed on? Is it like being hit on? I mean, is it like somebody sends you one of those Pepe memes or the Forever Alone memes and asks you out or asks to see your dick or your tits or something? I don't know. Well, there is one that has a screen cap, but it's basically a text post because, hey, only 140 characters on Twitter. So I'll go ahead and read this. This came like right before the memed one. This particular Anon had a dream about feminism and asked if it's the future. That's the context of this one. I had a dream I was in a giant auditorium and the CEO of some tech video game company was saying, we are going to hire 50% females. 50% females, so they're like half female? You know, they're only half females? Are they hermaphrodites? Are they just, you know, literally women that are bisected down the middle? I mean, I gotta know this. I know what they mean. I'm just being a smartass. He just said straight up that they were going to force a quota of exactly 50% women for the company because of equality. I raised my hand to question the logic and he ignored me. So I just asked the question out loud. I didn't work for the company, I guess, and he kept ignoring me. I was like 20 feet from the front, so he would have heard me. Is this the future? I mean, I've had premonitions before that turned out to be turned. Yeah, that's exactly what it reads. I had a premonition about my milk expiring, then the next day I checked and it had. Yeah, that doesn't mean you have premonitional powers, buddy. Just no. No, there needs to be something better. Will feminism and social justice take over and destroy civilization? No. No, you seem to misunderstand what feminism is. Feminism, as I have learned, is basically fighting for equality for men and women, for all genders, you know, for everybody to be on equal footing. I personally, I will accept the label of feminist. I will accept it. I prefer not to identify myself with that label, although like I said, I will accept it. It's not inaccurate. I just prefer to call myself something else. That's all there is. It's hello phone. My phone is basically saying, hey, move on to the next topic. But yeah, hiring 50% women, as long as those women are qualified, I don't give a shit. And even if they're not, there is such a thing as training. You can train. You know, that can be a thing. It really can be. So yeah. Last one for this time. Someone stole my Pepe without my permission. Little TMI, buddy. That's when I finally knew life was worthless. Oh no. Your meme was used and stolen without your permission. Welcome to the rest of the goddamn internet. Let me tell you something, okay? I am dating an artist. And as far as I know, I don't think any of her stuff has been stolen outright yet. But I have seen other examples of other artists having their stuff stolen and put on like t-shirts for things or what have you, obviously without the artist's permission. That's a lot more horrible than just having a meme stolen, okay? It's a meme. It's something you did up in MS Paint, and it's probably not something you're trying to make money on. You just put it out there to be silly. Is it bad that somebody stole it? Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie. But that doesn't make your life worthless, okay? You know, just your life still has worth, and it's not like somebody is actually stealing money from you by doing this. They're just not. So, just a little perspective there. Yes, it sucks that your thing was used without permission. Okay, yeah, whatever. But, yeah, life is worthless. Yeah, that escalates way too quickly, dude. Just not gonna do it. So that is it for this time. A little bit longer. This is the first actual proper episode of this audio Babbles thing. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I kind of like babbling on to you guys. And frankly, I just pulled the R9K Twitter out of the thin air because it's like I need to talk about something, and yeah, why not? So yeah, next time I have no idea. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, you'll leave them in the comments below. If you're on YouTube, I do have my Ask box open on my Tumblr, Gomer21XX. If you want to look me up on there, so send me suggestions, submit some stuff you want me to talk about, and I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can pull something out. So yeah, wow, almost 20 minutes. I can ramble, can't I? So if you've stuck around this long, thank you guys for listening. And until next time, this is Gomer, the Ranting Thespian, signing off.